Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Oman D20 powered by FanCode. It's match number 24. AzaibaXI are going to take on Khuwair Warriors. Both these teams, well, they've had a mixed run in the tournament. Khuwair Warriors are mostly out of the tournament, but they'll be playing for pride against AzaibaXI, while AzaibaXI can still make it into the top 4, but they'll have to win today. So it's a must-win game for Azaiba, and we'll have to see how this pans out. Right, so without wasting a lot of time, let's head down where we've got Mohammad Rashid with the two captains for the toss.
Thank you, Combs. It's time to flip the coin. I've got the starcast to my left. Haitham Baha, stand-in captain for Azaiba. He's the home team. We've got the match official, Mr. Harry Krishna, and the captain for Khuwair Warriors, Syed Amir Kaleem. Well, Haitham Baha is the home team. He will flip the coin. Let's have a flip, Haitham. There you go. Khanjar is the call. Well, it is a Khanjar. Haitham, you've lost the toss. Syed Amir Kaleem, what have you decided to do?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are going to bat first.
Well, any particular reason for that?
No, wicket looks good and we are trying to set the good total and we'll try to defend that.
What do you think about the wicket overall throughout the tournament?
Wicket looks good. When the tournament start, first strike bit slow, ball not coming to bat very easily, but after that, when the tournament goes on and wicket looks good. So now you can see all the matches going high scoring matches of 150, 160, 70. So we also trying to target 150, 60 plus and we will defend that.
Sure, all the best for doing that and have a good game.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Haitham, you've lost the toss. What would you have decided to do? What was your team planning?
Well, we were actually planning to bat first because we have a strong bowling side. So, but it's not it's all right. So we can even bowl first. It's not a big issue.
Well, definitely you have a bowling side. You did defend quite a bit of totals throughout the tournament. Any changes to your side?
Yeah, there is one change. Wakas is injured and Akmal is playing.
Well, do well and have a good game.
Thank you.
Well, that's it from the center. Khuwair Warriors has won the toss and elected to bat first.
Thank you, Rashid. Well done. The points table quickly for all our viewers. Rui Rangers right at the top with 10 points, and so are Kurum Thunders. Rui Rangers have played one game less and they will be in action later tonight. Amirat Royals are at number 3 with that win. They've jumped to that number 3 position. And Darse Titans are at number 4. Gubra Giants, who are at number 3, have come down to number 5. They still have one more game to go, so hopes are still alive, but it will also depend on a lot on the other teams and how they fare in the tournament. AzaibaXI right now are at number 6. If they win, they will join Amirat Royals and Darse Titans somewhere there, but the net run rate is definitely not in their favor. Khuwair Warriors and Busher Busters, both the teams are out of the competition in the hunt for that place in the top 4. They have one game left and they will want to finish the tournament on a high. So just the right time to introduce my co-commentator friend in the combox, Noman Chaudhary. Noman, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Shoaib. It's good to be back with you. This is an all-important, all-exciting contest where AzaibaXI are up against Khuwair Warriors. AzaibaXI, they still have a chance to qualify for the semi-final, considering their win last night against Amirat Royals. That was a very impressive performance from Mansoor, Haitham Bahar, Mehdi Hassan, everyone performing, living up to the expectations and getting their side over the line, defending a very low total, and they'll be riding high on confidence. They are up against Khuwair Warriors. We've only won a single game in this tournament and they would want to end the tournament on a high. They would surely want to spoil AzaibaXI's party. Azaiba still have the chance to qualify for the semi-final. We've got a new batting pair for Khuwair Warriors. Very unusual side not to see Zishan Siddiqui and Syed Amir Kaleem up the order. Rana Naeem, he has been a regular fixture for Azaiba 11, not only with the ball in hand but with the bat in hand as well. He's been opening the innings, providing some good start to them, and has been very consistent when it comes to bowling as well.
Yes, a different opening pair for Khuwair Warriors, and I think that's not a bad idea. It's a game that does not have a lot of relevance in the tournament for Khuwair Warriors. So they might want to test their bench strength and give them a chance to come out and get some game time.
Well, absolutely. Umpire K.R. Azad calls play, and we're all set to go. Ball number 1 of the first innings. Rana Naeem. Oh, nearly chopped on inside edge. Azam must be feeling very lucky to survive there. On a convincing start there for Khuwair Warriors. Rana Naeem has the knack of picking wickets early on in the innings. And even if he doesn't pick up wickets, he doesn't give away very easy runs.
Yes, and Oman, I'd like to know your thoughts on the journey of Khuwair Warriors. They haven't played to their potential, but what do you think, in hindsight, how has their journey been in the tournament?
Chance for a quick single, and they've revealed that. Well, talking about Khuwair Warriors, I believe they haven't, as you've mentioned, they haven't performed up to the expectation, but it's just about the fact that they have given opportunities to the youngsters. It's definitely a good side. We're talking about both sides. Khuwair Warriors, they're not going in with a regular opening stance. Hussain Munir is the new batter in. Azam Ali as well. Hanifullah. So they have made subtle changes in this side. Arafat Islam there, the regular fixture. He operates with the new ball for, and for Azaiba 11, they're going with the same side. You're talking about Khuwair Warriors' journey. It's just been a seesaw battle for them. They've only won 1 out of 6 games. But it's just about giving opportunities to youngsters. We have seen Arafat Islam. Firstly, he proved himself. Leading edge. Falls in no man's land. So Arafat Islam earlier on has proved himself in D10 and now bowling exceptionally well in D20. Apart from him is Muzahir Raza. It was expensive in the first 3 games. Comes back and performs well in the last couple of games. So it's just about the consistency of giving opportunities to youngsters, showing your faith in them, and in return, the youngsters performing up to your expectations. So it has been a win-win situation, although they could not get a lot of victories. Oh, beautifully done there by Naeem.
Very well pointed out there. Khuwair Warriors, they've always, not only in this edition, but even in the previous editions, have relied and given the chances to their youngsters. Amir Kaleem leading the troops. They've got a mix of experience and youth. Sean Novak, also an experienced cricketer. And then they've got the likes of Arafat Islam, Muzahir, Azam, Hanif, who are getting a chance today. First over has been bowled and Khuwair Warriors have managed to get 2 runs on the board.
Mansoor Ali. He'll operate with the new ball from the other end. Rana bowling a good first over. Mansoor is another one of those handy cricketer. He bats well, he bowls well. Very athletic in the field. It wasn't a convincing shot there. He was in absolutely, he wasn't in comfortable position at all to play it.
Well, yes, I think he just decided to close his eyes and just try and hit the ball out of the park. Doesn't work that way, especially against Mansoor, who moves the ball away from the right-hander. There's a slip in place. Gets that slower delivery, fuller in length. Well played by Hanif.
New opening pair for Khuwair Warriors, Azam and Hanif. It's a very unusual scorecard there. 3 without the loss of any wickets in 1.2 overs. Normally you get to see Zishan Sadiqi providing a blistering opening stand. Hasn't been the case today. Love to see how these two new batters will operate. Oh, inside edge. Lucky there, Azam. The second time he'll get a boundary. The first boundary of the innings, and it goes to Azam.
Well, both these batters have shown some attacking intent, but the connection has not been all that great. Another inside edge trickles away towards the fine leg fence. That again was played way far away from the body. You have to get close to the ball and then try and hit it and time it. But Azam and Hanif both are just relying heavily on that hand-eye coordination without a lot of footwork.
Straight down the ground, he'll scamper through for a quick single. I believe it's the lack of confidence that is coming into play. Both of them are getting the first game. So it's just about the nerves that are just settling in.
Yes, and that's why I feel it's always good to have a mix, but you also have to manage the team combination. You can't just expect two openers to come out and start scoring runs when they've not played any matches. So I would have expected Hamid Kaleem to open with one of them so that he could guide them along and then maybe get number 3 as Hanif or Azam.
Very well pointed out, Shoaib Ahmed. It's just a fact that once you are giving a go to a new batter, you need to send in an experienced player with him as well, so that once he's facing difficulties at the center, the experienced man then comes into play and asks him to go about on a certain plan. So once you have two new batters in, obviously you'll expect some kind of jitters at the crease. Short delivery, that's gone up in the air. Wicket-keeper settling underneath that one and has taken a very good catch. First wicket for AzaibaXI, and Azam would have to take a walk back to the hut.
Well, the pressure definitely mounting on Azam. Wanted to go big towards the onside. A short ball surprised him. And Mansoor, the experience that he has, he will try to optimize the results. So that was a good, well-directed bouncer around the wicket and a very good catch taken by Sufyan. So the first wicket is down for Khuwair Warriors, and it is Azam Ali walking back after scoring 6 of 7. It's 9 for 1 after 2.
Skipper walks in. Amir Kaleem, the experienced man. Flicked on the onside. Amir, good looking shot. Just over the fielder. Good intent there from Hanif.
That's a very good shot from Hanif on the pads from Naeem and just flicked it. Supreme timing on that shot. There was a fielder there, but there was nothing much that he could do with that. It was timed and placed away from the fielder, and he's got 6 runs. Look at that shot. Got that back leg up in the air when he played that. And no chance for the fielder. Over the ropes, and it will be a 6.
This will surely boost the confidence of Hanif. Tournament 6 is number 292. Oh, once again trying to heave that one towards the onside. It was a slightly quicker delivery this time. Must have been going down the leg side, not given by the umpire.
Yes, you also need to be a little sensible when you're playing. Hanif, after hitting that 6, went for another one. That was clearly missing leg.
Names up against Amir Kaleem now. Has been the case with Naeem in this tournament. Very accurate. He's got a decent action. High arm action. He's been targeting the stumps. Not giving away any freebies outside the line of off stump.
Another exciting prospect. Arfad Islam for Khuwair Warriors. Hasn't had that impact in the tournament. He was very good in the D10 that we saw. Not that he's leaked a lot of runs, but I was expecting that he would get into the top 3 of the wicket takers. Not to be. That's high up in the air. Chase for the fielder. And Amir Kaleem is off the mark with those 2 runs.
Khuwair Warriors, they rely heavily upon Amir Kaleem. And he hasn't been in the best of his forms throughout the tournament, Amir Kaleem. It's just the fact that Zishan Siddiqui used to provide a good start and Amir used to play that anchor role. Last ball of the 3rd over. They haven't utilized the power play well, Khuwair Warriors. Trying to cut that one on the onside, but it has got some power on it. The ball races across the fine leg fence for a boundary. They'll surely take that no matter how they come. 3 overs done, 22 for 1.
So Mansoor continues. Short ball, Hanif pulls it, and he's got a lot more control on that shot. Nicely played towards mid wicket for 4 runs.
It was a short delivery and had all the time in the world to rock on the back foot and put it away in the gap and get a boundary for his side. So 2 consecutive boundaries of 2 deliveries for Khuwair Warriors.
Yes, I could be completely wrong, but there has been a drastic difference in the way Hanif is batting since Amir Kaleem has come out in the middle. He's started to middle the ball, his feet are moving, he's reading the line and the length of the ball early.
This is what you mentioned earlier on about the fact that once you have the experience played at the other end, you can communicate, and if you are making certain mistakes, you've been corrected right at the wicket there by the experienced man. And that is the reason why you have those experienced players in your side. Saeed Amir Kaleem leading Khuwair Warriors. We have seen him chatting with the young bowlers as well, Arafat Islam, Muzahir Raza. Just a fact that the presence of experienced players matter a lot.
Yes, you were talking about Muzahir, one of the youngsters in the side. Also very talented. Just a bit raw, I feel. And I'm sure he'll get better and better. The more he plays, the better he'll get. Especially when you have experienced players around like Amir Kaleem, Zishan Siddiqui, Sean Novak. That's a beautiful hit from the experienced Amir Kaleem, just near the ropes. I think that is going to be a 4, but the umpires will have a look at it.
It's a very good shot selection from Amir Kaleem. Has been given as boundary by the umpire. Outside the line of off stump there. Was in total control of that shot. Good extension of the arms. It was a slower delivery from Mansoor. It was in total control to put that away for a boundary. Second boundary of the over. Khuwair Warriors, they are slowly picking up the momentum. Oh, once again trying to force that shot. Now there's misunderstanding. Non-strikers and no one backing up. No one's backing up there at the non-strikers, and otherwise it would have been curtains for Hanif.
Yes, Hanif just took off and didn't want to stop. Amir Kaleem was never interested in that run. Went for a swing. Initially he was, yes. And then he decided not to go for that run, and Hanif was stranded right in the center of the wicket. Not great game awareness from Mansoor. Should have come back to the stumps to collect that ball after he delivered it. A lucky escape for Hanif.
Now they got the fielder at cover inside the circle for the last delivery of Mansoor's over. Fuller delivery, cuts, but will find the fielder. A good stop there. Wasim Akhtar has just been brought inside the circle. A dot ball to end the over. 4 gone, 31 for 1. Fairly a decent start for Khuwair Warriors. 31 for 1 in 4 overs. Spin in the attack. Wasim Akhtar. Shoaib, I tell you what, he's bowled 2 splendid overs last night. Bowled the 18th over and the 20th over of the game. Took his side to the victory line, and now he'll be bowling in the power play. 2 wickets in 3 innings.
Yes, we've seen that happen quite a few times in the D20. As soon as a bowler does well, he's been given more responsibility. Shah Faisal bowled in the death, and then he was asked to bowl in the power play overs as well. And now it's Wasim's turn, who started off well in the over. 2 dot balls back to back.
One thing about Wasim is that he also has a very intelligent cricketing mind. Just reads the batter's mind very quickly. Have seen him darting the ball in very quickly the other time, slowing it up. This is what we've been mentioning about Amir Kaleem. Going up to Hanif, giving him certain sort of advice there. 3 dot balls on the trot in the power play. Make that 4. What an over. What an over from Wasim. 4 dot balls in a power play. That's definitely the gold dust.
Yes, building pressure on the newcomer in the side. Hanif. 5 dot balls on the trot. On the verge of getting a maiden over in a power play.
Oh, he's gone on the onside, but he'll only get a single. Brilliant over from Wasim. He's only conceded 1 run of it. 5 done, 32 for 1. Hamal Abdul Wahab in the attack. Go straight. This is good connection from Hanif. What a start to the over. 6 runs for Hanif. It's his second 6.
Very good hit from Hanif. Just getting on that one knee and playing it straight down the ground. That was key. Not trying to play it across. And Hamal Abdul Wahab has been welcomed with a straight 6 onto the side screen. Cut and straight to the fielder. Yes, no situation, and that's good fielding by Waqar Rao. So a good comeback from Hamal. He's very consistent with his line and length normally. Straight to the fielder, going for that run, completes it comfortably in the end. Hamal has been one of the bowlers for Azaiba 11 who has played a very important role in Azaiba's success until now. quickly finishes off overs, very miserly in his economy, and has the ability to take wickets as well.
Well, you were mentioning about him being very miserly in his economy. Out of all the games he has played in this tournament, the 4 games, he hasn't conceded more than 20 runs in his 4 overs quota. It's 13 runs and a wicket, 16 runs and 2 wickets, 13 runs and a wicket again, and then 20 runs and 2 wickets. So it's just about the fact that he's one of those bowlers who doesn't let the opposition get away with the runs flow. And that too because of this sort of bowling. Taking the pace off, bowling wicket to wicket, not giving any sort of width to the batter. And even in this over, despite of conceding a 6, he's only went for 7 runs. Trying to sweep that one, loud shout there. Impact must have been outside leg. A single to end the over. The power play is done and dusted. 6 overs are gone, 40 for 1 Khuwair Warriors. Wasim will continue. Right idea to bring in, to continue with Wasim. Because Amir Kaleem is in the middle. Talking about the field set there. You got square leg. Deep extra cover. Wide long off there. At the boundary for Hanif, who's been playing well. Fuller straight down the ground. That'll just be a single. Has been a slow going for Khuwair Warriors. 33 of 26 is a partnership. Lost Azam in the power play.
So there are teams, Numan, that are well-rounded in terms of that their bowling and batting. And then there are some teams who play on their strengths. Azaiba 11 is a great example of that. They have won games with their bowling. Their bowlers have done the job. They've stepped up to the occasion. A couple of times they've defended low scores, 120s, 140s. So that is another prime example of teams who can do well if they play on their strengths and also acknowledge their weaknesses at the same time. So they know that they don't have their batting, but they are making sure that their bowlers are doing the job for their side.
Absolutely. I mean, defending 140 odd total is surely not easy in T20 cricket. And that too against the batting lineup of Amarat Royals. Got a fairly decent batting lineup. So I totally agree to your point that you should back your strengths. At a very heavily bowling dominated side, Azaiba 11, 7 done, it's 45 for 1.
It's time for a Dafa News fun fact. Rahul Dravid holds the record for not getting out on a duck for 173 consecutive innings. That's why he was called the wall. Nothing could get past him. Rahul Dravid, another great of Indian cricket. Current coach of the Indian cricket team, also known as Jammy. That's his pet name. And his son just recently was announced as the under 14 state team captain. So his son is also following his father's footsteps.
Well, absolutely. Rahul Dravid, one of Indian cricket, one of the greatest player India has ever produced. Obviously, after Sachin Tendulkar, there was a opportunity for stumping. Sufyan Yusuf, he couldn't gather the ball this time around. He took a brilliant catch to dismiss Azam, but at this occasion, just spilled the chance there. Hamal Abdul Wahab would surely feel unlucky. A sure short chance of picking up his 7th wicket in the tournament. Oh, once again inside edge. He's living dangerously here, Hanif.
Quick single taken. The runs have dried up as soon as the spinners have come into bowl. Well, a few might disagree with your statement. After Sachin Tendulkar, I think you missed one more name there. After Sachin and
Kapil Dev.
Sunil Gavaskar.
Sunil Gavaskar, Kapil Dev. So you have a lot many names. That is for sure. Oh, picked up the length and has put it out of the ground. What a hit from Amir Kaleem. He has announced his arrival.
That's a clean hit. Again, just erring in his line. Hamal does that not very often. Gives it in the slot, and Amir Kaleem, the experience that he has, the talent that he is, he's not going to miss out. Just launches it as if it's no one's business. A nonchalant approach, but 6 runs for Amir Kaleem.
That wasn't a good delivery. I went for 6. Now he backs himself up with a very good delivery that went away from the left-handed batter. So you were mentioning about sticking to your strengths. That is his strength. Whenever he feeds the ball in the batter slot, he's surely going for runs. But if he drags his length back, he'll be very effective like this.
And I've been told just by Noman right now during the break that he's got one of the best economies in the tournament, 4.47. So clearly he's done his job for the side. 8 overs, 54 for 1. .54 for 1 after 8 overs. Pushes it towards point, and they take a quick run. Imran, the fielder, was not able to collect the ball cleanly.
Drop and run there from Amir Kaleem. Good calling there. Muhammad Imran couldn't throw that properly. Shub, talking about Azaiba 11, they have been a very spirited side. Have shown some real fighting spirit in this tournament. They have defended 138 against Boucher Busters. It's gone up in the air, just over the head of the fielder. Akmal was fielding there. 2 more runs added to the total. So they have been a very spirited side. They have shown fighting spirits, backed their strengths, and just about the support they get from the crowd. They have had few of the off days. Despite of that, they're still in the hunt for the semi-final. Straight down the ground, that's just a single.
Oh yes, Azaiba 11. Like you said, they are a fighter of a side. And they've worked around their weaknesses and played on their strengths. And hence they are in the hunt for the first time to qualify in the top 4. Haven't done that, neither in D10 or D20. But their graph has definitely gone upwards, and that is a good sign. That is a positive sign. From where they started to where they are, it has been a great journey so far.
Well, absolutely. Rightly explained there. Single comes up the 50 partnership of 41 deliveries. Just good bowling from Wasim Akhtar. Bowled 3 overs and was only considered 11 runs. 9 gone, 59 for 1. Rawakar. It's a good approach from the skipper Shakir Ahmed. It's seen that the spinners have been effective at this surface. So it's just the third spinner we are seeing in the span of first 10 overs. Single there for Syed Amir Kaleem. 25 of 23. It's just a matter of time. At least one of these two batters will decide to step up, get some more runs, get some quick runs, I believe.
Another chance. Has it been taken? Yes, it has. And he's walking out, Hanif. So he had edged it. And a good collect by the keeper, Sufyan. We were just going to talk about the partnership that they built here. And even before we started, Hanif has thrown away his wicket, I would say. Using his feet, getting an edge. And finally, he takes that catch after a few fumbles. So, wicket number 2 down. Hanifullah, 28 of 26. Khuwair lose their second wicket with 60 on the board. Outside off from Vakar. So immediately, as soon as he's come into bowl, he's taken a wicket. Has broken that partnership. A new man in, Hussain.
Well, he's not only the new man in, literally and figuratively. He's a new man inside as well. Haven't seen him play for Khuwair Warriors. So they are operating with quite of new faces in the team. Tapped on the offside, get a single. What an over. Spinners just surely have created massive impact. Last ball of Rao Vakar's over. It's been very economical. 2 runs in his first over. Did pick up a wicket as well. Hanifullah just went out, played a good knock, a decent solid knock. This is how he was out. Steps out, a very good catch there from Sufyan. Played with a straight bat towards long off, a single to end the over. 10 gone, 62 for the loss of 2 wickets, and with this we have the change of voices in the comm box. Abid Ibrahim will be joined by Mohammad Rashid.
Well, thank you very much, Numan Chaudhary and Shoaib Ahmed. Yeah, that's your man, Malik Hussain. Always a supporter, dedicated supporter for a team Azaiba 11. If you're just wondering what he's saying, he's been shouting out Kurban, Kurban, Mehban, Kadardan.
Abid Hussain, that's has been a lot of supporters for Azaiba 11.
Yeah, they carry the energy not only by in the field or the supporters in the ground management, but the entire fan they carry with them. So you'll see a lot of car getting parked here when Azaiba 11 having their game on. You'll see a lot of crowd coming in, and it's a crowd who carries all the time with them, all the energy sources. Or they get your perfect snacks, and then especially the tea over here, which is Omani tea. I have always been around them.
Well, absolutely gives the players a lot of energy, that crowd support. We did say last night that game which they won against Amarat Royals was just wonderful to see the crowd and all the support. Meanwhile, in the center, it's just been singles at the moment. Khuwair Warriors have lost 2 wickets inside the 10 overs. Haven't been able to get a go. The captain, Amir Hussain, wanted a big total from his boys in this game, close to 180.
Slightly in the air. I think it's Saeed Amir Kalim who want to get the runs under his belt. Last game he got close to that one, which was getting him into the 30s, a good 30s. But it's just that the big knock the team expects from someone like his caliber. Maybe a big 50, which means 70 or 80.
Yep, and they would want it in quick time. That's what the requirement is for them. Meanwhile, now with that single, it's the end of over number 11. Khuwair Warriors 68 for the loss of 2 wickets. Wakar to continue. Straight back was a chance. They try valiantly, but couldn't get hold of that ball.
Yeah, just coming up to my memory that last game they played, you need a game like that, a victory like that for Azeba 11 to lift the team morale. Look at that. The revision, he was down that there was a chance, I would say. Got a little late. That has just carried. Well, they have done well by preventing boundaries. There you go, 21 deliveries since the last boundary. Now add that one, make it 22.
Yeah, that's good news for Azeba 11, but not very good news for Khuwair Warriors. They would want some runs on the board. Remember, they are playing for pride. They have been knocked off. Won't be able to make to some. Meanwhile, a full toss. And Amir Kaleem, the captain, you wanted some big shots, and there you go, Abid. You've got one. A 6 over long on.
Yeah, breaks the shackles with that a mighty blow towards the long on. Well, that's a gift. Full toss to someone like Amir Kaleem will say thank you very much. Nothing for Mansoor apart from looking into that bowl, sailing over his head.
Yeah, not very good from Wakar. He had put all the pressure in. But just bowling that full toss, giving them an easy ball to get a 6. That will break a lot of shackles and put a lot of pressure on Azeba 11.
Yeah, they have done well, but by picking up 2 wickets up front. But the problem is they haven't got a command on containing runs. They've been leaking runs a lot. Anything above than 150, we haven't seen Azeba scoring 150 so far in the tournament, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, drop and run and finish the over. A big one comes to an end. 80 for 2 at the end of 12.
Saghir, the captain, bringing himself on. What do you think about that move? Abid Ibrahim.
I think not a bad move, but the idea should be to bowl from here. Maybe bowl's good. He should be bowling the penultimate over onto his 4th. Tries to hit that one. Shaz as the stump. The ball goes to the boundary line. There is a poor backup. There was no one there to back up. They'll concede a easy 2 there. 1 for the overthrow.
Yeah, some poor cricket there by Azeba 11. First, that throw, I think that wasn't. Oh well, that was required. That would have been really, really close had it hit, and then no backing up by the fielders, giving them an extra run. Amir Kaleem already on 41 of 32. He's definitely playing a captain's knock today.
It's just that 90 minutes that is being allotted to you. You need to give a concentrate on that. The fielder could even put that one. And that's gone. Hits the boundary. 4 runs, easy picking there for the batter.
Well, once again, wayward Sagir bowling down the legs of Amir Kaleem. That was easy pickings. Just picked it up off his hip and made sure he placed it in the gap behind square and got a boundary. So the boundaries are leaking now. They got a 6 in the last over, a boundary in this over. Runs are cupping it. They are on the move, Khuwair Warriors.
Yeah, every time he tries to hit him on this direction, now they got a man in the deep. It was just that shot, that swivel. Oh, maybe a run out. Sufyan looks interested. No, I think. Oh, we are going upstairs, are we? Yeah, we are going to check that one. Refer to the third umpire.
Yeah, Mr. K.R. Azad wants to have a look at that. And you know what they say about direct hits, Abid Ibrahim? They always close. Let's have a look once again. That was a straight hit towards that square leg fielder. The keeper collected and had a shy at the stumps. Well, no chance there. He was comfortably in. Easy decision for the third umpire.
Yeah, he just made it, but it just is that bat is grounded. That's what maybe the third umpire would like to have a look onto it, but I think he's made it. It should be a green light out. Yeah, it is green light, and no damage done to Khuwair Warriors. That's the wicket. Maybe that could be a desperateness of getting Syed Amir Kaleem out from this game. Slowly but steadily taking this game away from Zeba 11.
Well, absolutely. They are on the move, Khuwair Warriors. We know that this is a very good wicket to bat on. We've seen a very big total being chased. In the last over, though, what a thriller of a game that one was. Meanwhile, an appeal for an leg LBW, but the umpire not interested.
Yeah, he was screaming out for that wicket. You can sense that how desperate the captain of Azaiba 11 is for the wicket. Oh, that has hit him on the back leg, maybe missing leg, but very close call there. 88 for 2, Khuwair Warriors.
Yeah, that would have been close, but the umpire having a good look at it. He's got his scissors out. I hope it's not to cut his locks, just like Sunil Gavaskar did. Dicky Bird, the umpire, who cut the locks of Mr. Sunil Gavaskar in 1974 in a test match.
Oh, what was that for?
Well, the hair was disturbing him, so he asked the umpire to cut his hair for him.
Yeah, Rashid, you can be in that case a danger man to be at the center. Yeah, you and your ponytail.
Well, it's a trademark.
Yeah, not a lot of people have the luxury of having that ponytail.
Oh, absolutely. Coming from you, it's a compliment and I'll take it.
Hit on the onside. Only single they'll manage to get. End of 13. It's 90 for 2 Khuwair Warriors.
Look at the batting card for Khuwair Warriors. Azam getting 6 of 7. Hanif 28 of 26. Amr Kaleem still out there, 47 of 35. And Hussain 7 of 10. Well, both these, the wickets to fall have been caught by the wicketkeeper Sufyan. Meanwhile, a change in the bowling. Well, it's none other than the Azaiba Express. Mohammad Imran.
Oh yeah, I heard that you named him that after Shoaib Akhtar, the great Rawalpindi Express. He's got 3 wickets, an economy of 7. This tournament has turned out to be good for him. Haven't conceded a lot of runs, and despite also got few wickets to his name. He's got a healthy average there. Yeah, Azaiba Express has left the station. Oh, hit over his head, straight to the man. That's
catch.
a
What a
flying
catch.
Mansoor,
What a
not a
catch.
bird. Well, that is flying man taking that catch. First ball, a wicket for Mohammad Imran, and that celebration. That little champion dance comes out from Mansoor.
Oh, what a catch that was. That was Superman. Absolutely brilliant catch. He was in the air when he took that catch. Absolutely. Well, that is so pleasing when you see those kind of catches. Probably the best of the tournament. Hussain losing his wicket. Courtesy of brilliant catch by Mansoor. Well, you can't keep him out of the picture. Mansoor always comes back, delivers. Look at that once again. Short up pitch. That hurried on to him, and look at that. Well, what a catch that one. Absolutely brilliant. One for him to keep. And look at that celebration. Well, that tells you the story. They're exciting. They're enjoying their cricket. These Azaiba boys.
Yeah, truly a champion. And someone who can deserve to do that move hits him. Mansoor with a great wicket and a big breakthrough for Team Azaiba 11. It's 90 for 3. And a big wicket walks in as replacing Hussain is Arslan Bashir. Well, he's got a number of runs under his belt. 179 runs, average of 30. A good strike rate. Yeah, he's express, he's quick. And now he's got his tail up.
Well, absolutely. He's express, he's quick. He's the Azaiba Express. Imran. He's just been somewhat unlucky. Let's have a look at that catch once again. Hurried on to him, didn't get the middle of the bat. Went up in the air and mid-off. Well, Mansoor, you can watch that catch over and over again, and you'll just love him. Look at that DJ Bravo move.
Well, what a moment it is. Oh, that's again up in the air. Another wicket might come in. Yes, it is one Mansoor. He's safe as house. Double strike in the over for Imran. And look at the charge. Team Azaiba 11 are destroying the batting order of Khuwair.
Well, those two, the partnership of those two continue. Imran, the Azaiba Express, and Mansoor. What a brilliant catch. That went miles up in the air. And Arslan Bashir, the mainstay for Khuwair Warriors, has lost his wicket. Just trying to go over that mid-wicket region, getting that top edge. And Mansoor at mid-off, well, he's taken far more difficult catches than these. That was an easy catch for him, and look at that celebration once again. They're enjoying their cricket, and we're enjoying looking at them up here at the com box. Arslan Bashir losing his wicket, gone for a second ball duck. Khuwair Warriors 90 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Well, what a moment, what a turnaround of the events here. All of a sudden, Sean Nowak finds himself in the middle. 2 early blows there. And tell you what, it's Azaiba Express, who's yet to concede a run, but he's already struck 2 wickets in the over. Charging in from Oman LNG end. Oh, very watchful Sean Nowak. Well, he's charged. All these kind of bowlers need a slide, a sneak to run through your batting order. What a great bowling this has been on display. Mohammad Imran at his best. That was miscued.
Well, look at those bowling figures for him. A wicket and a dot ball. A wicket and a dot ball. Can it be a wicket now?
And the dead ball and dot ball in the end. Yeah.
That will complete the sequence.
The perfect scripted over that would be. Oh, he sprayed it down the leg side. We might need to hold our horses. But he's conceding first run by giving it wide. Nothing from the willow, nothing from the bat.
Well, look at that confidence. They're chirping out there. They've got the crowd support. That has always been the case, Abid. You were talking about that crowd support. You did get me some tea as well. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, they're lovely, lovely atmosphere. They create a different kind of atmosphere altogether. Yeah, you can hear that buzz on your ear. Oh, beats that outside edge. Very close to get another wicket. AzaibaXI has mighty impressed everyone here.
Oh, absolutely. What a bowler he is. Let's have a look at that last wicket once again. I would want to see it. Well, top edge there. Wanted to play it over mid-wicket. Went miles in the air. But you know the caliber, the stature of this man, Mansoor. He's just such an amazing cricketer. Look at Imran. Well, we didn't see that flying plane get off. The Rawalpindi Express. Instead, we saw a mix of a lot of cricketers.
Yeah. Nothing from the bat in that over. 2 wickets. A successful over. A mega over for the context of the game. Azaiba 11 are cruising and going through the batting order of Khuwair Warriors. 91 for 4 after 14.
After 14 overs, Khuwair Warriors 91 for 4. Saeed Ahmed to continue. Well, that's in the air. Hit backward of point and timed it really well. Amir Kaleem. He's gotten to his 50 with that shot. A brilliant knock in the context of the game. 51 of 36. That's his first 50 of the tournament. Kissing the turf, thanking the Almighty. He's done brilliantly well. Saeed Ahmed giving him width, and well, Amir Kaleem is very strong through that square region. Timed it well, got a boundary of the first ball of the over. So very contrasting overs. Mohammad Imran not giving away any run with the bat, but Saeed starting that over with getting a boundary. Once again, placed. Good fielding there in that third man region. Meanwhile, the crowd support we were talking about. They make a lot of noise. That gives them a lot of energy to the players. There you go.
Yeah, they're literally on their feet. Chopping in, cheering. The team, Sean Nowak, is yet to get off the mark. Oh, back of the lane delivery there. Oh, that's given as wide. Well, that's given for the height, and someone getting over Sean Nowak is quite a bit of a challenge. He's almost to the height of Burj Khalifa.
Well, absolutely. He's a tall man. And to get him over his head, that did take some effort. Yeah, the right call by the umpire.
Well, it's just not that chair you bowler, but then no. The batter also gets onto the back foot by hearing those big shouts from the crowd as they keep on cheering while the bowler is on the run up.
Well, yeah, they have been making noise. And it has yielding them some wickets. That last over, a double wicket by the Azaiba Express. Well, what a bowler he is. I'm mighty impressed with him, Abid. I've been impressed since the first day I saw him bowl.
Oh, he's gone full this time. Oh, full toss. It was easy for Amr Kaleem. I have noticed that Sagir is trying to bowl that Yorker against Syed Amr Kaleem, but not getting one right.
They're trying a bit too much, I think, Sagir. He just has to make sure that he bowls that short of length deliveries which have been successful for everybody. He doesn't have that pace to bowl the bouncer or go for that Yorker.
Yeah. Two extremely talented youngsters from Khuwair Warriors. Yeah, just that sun is out, is disturbing everyone around us.
Absolutely. You got that right, Abid. The sun is definitely disturbing a lot of us. Meanwhile, 100 up for Khuwair Warriors with that single. They've gotten this to the 100 mark in the 14.5 overs. With the captain still in the middle. 29 dots, not too many. That's a good sign for them. 6 fours and 4 sixes. Well, continuing with the singles. End of over number 15. Khuwair Warriors 101 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Well, that's the field set for Zeba Express. Yeah, he's probably trying the batter to commit and play that over the cover, inviting and keeping that mid-off up. Oh, he goes big on the onside. Has he got enough connection? No. It's good for Amir Kaleem that he did not get all of it. Otherwise, it might have carried all the way to the fielder.
Well, absolutely. But he's the man in form for Khuwair Warriors. He's already faced 40 deliveries, got 56 runs. What a good knock that is by the captain. A timely knock. Although they are out of the tournament, but they are definitely playing for pride. And we know they are a very proud team.
I think their chances would be depending on the other teams maybe losing or not, net run rate or something. Maybe they have been out of the tournament, but they got that what it takes. Oh, that's miscued up in the air. That's sailing.
Oh, he's dropped it. He has dropped it.
He's put that down. Goodness me. What a fighting team. You expect these sort of catches to be held. Well, that was a drop. Putting it down. Disappointing for Imran.
Well, absolutely. Wasim, the culprit there, went up in the air, but that was an easy take. Imran, well, he's been bowling so well. He definitely deserved that wicket. Let's have a look once again. Top edge went up in the air, straight into the hands of the cover fielder and straight down.
That was a sitter. That was a sitter. Should have been taken. Imran must be looking for Mansoor everywhere to be underneath the ball. That's how maybe the Duke can strike again. It just gets your morale down. It just does not help the cause. Easy catches being shelled.
Yeah, well, they do, and that's what happens after a catch drop normally. You see a boundary 90% of the times, and that has been repeated once again. Sean Novak, while playing a good shot, that was a good shot, nothing to take away from the batter there. Width offered, he made some room and connected it perfectly, hitting it behind point for a boundary. That's the first one for Sean Novak.
Yeah, the safe place to put it out there. There was enough gap between the two fielder. And he's done well. Yeah, you're pretty much right there, Mohammad Rashid. When you drop catches, you give easy runs. It always backfires. Oh, they still managed to get two. Now that maybe AzaibaXI feeling they are like dominating and just taking it for granted maybe.
Well, they would have definitely dominated had they picked up that wicket. And that too, an important wicket of the captain, Amir Kaleem, who's been batting superbly on 57 of 41. That wicket, that would have boosted that confidence of the Azaiba Express as well. Mohammad Imran, well, I love to call him that name.
Oh, back of the line delivery, that is high up in the air, and catch is taken this time. He strikes for the third time in the over. What a moment this is. He knew it, he planned it, he got rid of Sean Novak.
Well, Sean Novak trying that last shot he hit once again, making room for himself. That was banged in short. And he got the connection, Sean Novak, but not good enough. Went straight into the hands of that sweeper cover, who did a wonderful job. Look at that, sliding in. And once again, picking up another good catch. Well, I'm missing that celebration from Mohammad Imran. Meanwhile, Sean Novak on after scoring 8 of 8. Khuwair Warriors 110 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Well, Asim Kamal haven't shown his Kamal so far. With the bat, the strike rate of 100 and best of 9 not out. Got 5 innings to play in this tournament. Should have done better. But with half the team back in the hurt at 110 on board. Yo, was looking for a pad there. A big smile on his face. Simran has done his job pretty well. 2 overs for him and 3 wickets. Given only 10, what a spell he's having. It's 110 for 5. And Naeem coming back into the attack. Oh, straight away taken for some runs, straight to the fielder. Yeah, well, he make it so look it so easy. Not so sure how he's able to play the sweep shot against the fast man. Not an easy shot to execute.
Yeah, absolutely. But he is in form right now, Amir Kaleem. He's the batter who's gotten most of the runs for his team. Nelson on the board for Khuwair Warriors. Can they break the Nelson? Meanwhile, run a name. Hasn't got a wicket as yet. Gets off the mark with a single drop down to the cover region. Well, Amir Kaleem at the toss wanted 180, around that 180 mark for his team to put up on the board. What do you suggest they would get at the end of this innings?
Clearly, I feel that a lot depends on Syed Amir Kaleem. How long he stays there. And for Azaiba to bounce back in this contest, I think from here that 150 should be scored by Khuwair Warriors. But the only way to get there is to have Syed Amir Kaleem right till the 20th over. And for Azaiba, if they get that man out, they can get that 135 to 140, which should be a chaseable total.
Absolutely. Good point there. The importance of Amir Kaleem's wicket will depend on the number of runs they get in these 3.5 overs, 3.2 overs left here. But at the same time, Azaiba 11, if they can break this partnership, get Amir Kaleem's wicket, we know that Khuwair Warriors has a brittle middle order. They haven't been scoring runs. They can restrict them to under 135.
Well, first thing I want you, Rashid, to stop doing what I'm doing, the calculation. Don't roam around me. You'll get spoiled. My math is miserable. I don't want yours to get... Well, it's all depends on one-man performance because Asim Kamal haven't been firing with the bat in hand. It's purely now on one man and who had spent a lot of time at the center.
Yeah, truly. He has to spend a lot more time. And I will let the calculations be done by the statistics man. Meanwhile, up in the air, he's connected that. And that's gone all the way. Asim Kamal joining in the party now. Getting a big 6 over long on. Ending the over with that 6. Khuwair Warriors 119 for the loss of 5 wickets after 17 overs.
Well, he'll be bowling 2 overs, which means this and the final. I think that will make a lot of difference here. Every over he's come in to bowl, he's picked up a wicket. The first one with double strike and the last one with a wicket. Oh, he's gone over the mid-off. One bounce into the fence. Well, just little in the slot.
Well, on the move, Khuwair Warriors and Amir Kaleem and Asim Kamal finishing that last over with a 6 and starting this one with a boundary over the mid-off. Pitched up to him and Amir Kaleem, well, He's been in there for a while now. He'll not miss out on those. The Azaiba Express under a slight bit of pressure now. He would want to make a good comeback. Just given away 14 runs in 2.1 overs. Picked up 3 wickets. Once again in the slot. But not timed it as well as he wanted to. And they pick up a couple of runs. Well, a lot of intent being shown there, Abid, by the two batters.
Yeah, it's mainly Amir Kaleem who's trying to get runs towards the fag end of the innings. He knows that now it's the time for him to open those shoulders and get some boundaries for the team Khuwair Warriors. As he's a captain himself with 65 runs to his name. This is the best that he got so far in the tournament. And that too against a very healthy bowling lineup. So these are good signs for Khuwair Warriors moving forward. They got their man back in form, Syed Amir Kaleem. A slower one. Oh, missed by Sufyan. Missed by the keeper. That will go. Well, not keeping your body behind the line of the ball. And I think there was... Oh, no. Given his buys.
Well, a very good slower delivery. Just that awkward bounce right in front of the wicketkeeper. Tried his best. Appreciation from the bowler. He knows how difficult it is once you get that awkward bounce in front of you. Well, that's what I've enjoyed about this team, Azaiba 11. They have been playing as a team. They appreciate each other's efforts. And they make sure they back each other throughout the game. Meanwhile, Azaiba Express walking in, running in once again, steaming in the slot once again. But couldn't connect. Amir Kaleem, just a single there. Brings Asim Kamal to take strike. Well, remember, he's hit a 6 of that last delivery he faced. Hitting it that over long on to run a name in the last over.
Yeah, the last delivery of the previous over gone for 6. Asim, that's his best now so far in this tournament. 7 runs. And now he's trying to throw the kitchen sink at it. Look at that. He wanted to put it towards the square. Yeah. Yeah, now you can see the glimpse and a bit of a habit of chirping to the batter. Yeah, just like the big man, the Pindi Express used to do in his prime. Oh, that's miscued. It up in the air. Could be a chance. Or has it gone all the way? Oh, yeah, that is travel. That traveled the distance. That's gone all the way. And now that's a second 6 for Asim Kamal. And much needed one. 18 gone, 136 for 5.
Well, with a surprise move by the captain of Azaiba 11. Hamal Abdul Wahab has been given the responsibility to bowl the penultimate over. Khuwair Warriors on a brilliant run now. 136 for 5. They've got 2 overs, 12 legal deliveries. Can they breach that 150 mark, reach towards that 160, 170? Well, anything is possible as long as these two are in there. They are playing brilliantly.
Amal will not be able to complete his quota, but bowling too slow. And I think it's a left-hander would enjoy. Oh, maybe a run-out chance here, but no, he's made it. That throw was slightly slow. Oh, this man is running hard for every run. Quite evident that he's tired enough, faced 50 deliveries, but he's been there for a long time now.
Absolutely walked in when the team was in a bit of trouble, got those runs. Now still there, walking down, dancing down. Can get the middle of the bat. Ends up picking up a single. Well, Abid Asim Kamal has just been wonderful. He's hit 2 6s already in those 13 runs. So tells you that the man can definitely hit those long shots.
And I've been wondering why he's been sent all the time up to the order. But number 7, number 6, I've seen him coming up to the order. Well, certainly today is the day where he's showing that yes, he can bat and he can get you those 6s with ease. The way he smashed those 2 6s. And not able to time it well. Oh, they need to hurry here. No, not a clean collect from Saghir. What a show this has been from Azaiba. They have done well, but these last 2 overs, the previous one going for plenty of runs. This one haven't been conceded any boundary so far. They just want to restrict Team Khuwair Warriors below 150.
Absolutely, they have been wonderful throughout the game, but they haven't been able to, really put that lid in. Probably that catch that was dropped of Amar Kaleem by Wasim on the bowling of the Azaiba Express, that could have changed the fortune. That number on the scorecard, 141, would have been different right now.
Well, indeed, I think that has brought the chips down. Oh, thick edge, and that ball passes the keeper and will hit the rope. 4 runs, they won't mind it. They'll welcome a boundary here. And that would bring the over to an end. A decent one. 19 gone, 1 more over to come. It's 145 for 5, Khuwair Warriors. Well, it took one good knock from him to bounce where he belongs to. Yeah, he's always there, always. Every tournament placed here, this premium division, is always amongst the runs. And now, with at number 4, Syed Amir Kaleem, at number 3, Kashif Kumar Prajapati, Hanan Rizwan at number 2, and number 1 belongs to Gautam Sagar. Oh, hit well, hit over the keeper, over the bowler, pardon me. They need to hurry a little bit. Now they'll take 2. That was a solid punch. Just couldn't beat that fielder. He's slightly more straightish.
Didn't get that timing on that shot, Amir Kaleem, but the idea was right over the bowler's head. But that running was absolutely supreme by these two. Look at Asim Kamal. He set off straight away, and at the end came back very quickly. Well, Amir Kaleem and the other two batters at the number 3 and number 2 position, they weren't very far away. He's already reached the number 2 position now. He's the second highest run getter now.
Yeah, they are not far away from each other, all of them. He needs one good knock for one of them to pass that number one slot. There have been a lot of changes in that most runs scored by a batter in the tournament so far.
Well, 148 for 5. They've got 4 legal deliveries. Abid, can they get to that 160 mark? 12 runs and 4 balls. That would certainly put a lot of pressure on Azaiba 11.
They would try not to concede any boundary here. That should be the idea. Or they're coming back for 2. Hats off to Syed Amir Kalim, who's really running hard between the wicket. 150 is up for Khuwair Warriors.
Absolutely, running has been key. Syed Amir Kalim, the captain, leading from the front, not missing out on any opportunity to convert those singles into doubles. Meanwhile, no boundary so far in this over.
Oh, slower one. They're going for it. That throw is not an ideal one. Yeah. The keeper should be standing with one glove on, I think. It's the time now.
Yeah, they pick up a bye there. Missed by the batter. Good slow delivery by the Zeba Express. But the problem is he's a bit too quick to take that one glove off. Abid, that would definitely hit him, the keeper.
Well, you need to be sharp there. Maybe onto your left hand one. Oh, that's a high. That's up in the air. No chance for the fielder. It will just land in front of Amal Abdul Wahab. Or maybe a chance of a run out, but the throw was really wavered. And appreciations there for all over the dugout. What a captain's knock this is. Leading from the front.
Absolutely. He's been the man for Khuwair Warriors. He'll definitely carry his bat now. Just one delivery left and he's on strike to face that last delivery. Can he finish it off with a boundary? Well, look at his stance, Abid. He's standing on outside off stump now.
Yeah, probably want something to be on his bats. There you go. Couldn't really execute because he was out of breath, and there it is. The appreciation from the opponents as well. What a class, what a knock this has been from the big man. A champion. Leading from the front, Syed Amir Kalim. What a great knock. He's remained unbeaten throughout the innings. Special knock.
Absolutely carried his bat. Syed Amir Kalim gets a lot of appreciation from his opponents as well. And why not? What a knock he's played. Absolutely superb. Getting his team to that 154 in 20 overs. Thanks largely to that man. Well, let's have a look at the batting card. Azam not getting a start, 6 of 7. Hanif losing his wicket. Both catches taken by Sufyan, 28 of 26. Then Hussain, well, he couldn't get going either, 7 of 11. Arslan Bashir got a second ball duck. Sean Novak couldn't get going either, 8 of 8. But that partnership between Asim, who got 20 of 10, and that man, the top-notch cricketer he is, Amir Kalim, getting 76 of 56, not out. That was the key for Khuwair Warriors to get to that 154 runs.
Great batting display there. He faced almost 10 overs. Syed Amir Kalim. The bowling has been something to be cheered about. Was Azaiba Express with 3 wickets to his name. Gone for a lot of runs in his second last over, the third one. But overall a clinical performance from Mohammad Imran. And Rao Wakar also having a wicket to his name. They have done well. in patches. Well, that's how the inning has started. The first ball, they got away with it. That was close to chop off onto the stumps. But there you go. Azam getting dismissed quite simply. And then there was a man who came in, captain, and stood right till the end. It was the other end which was losing wickets. But mainly they scored a lot of runs. Syed Amir, every time he came, he would love that left arm spinner. And that was an opportunity. Hanif was dismissed by caught behind. A lot of runs being scored in middle phase, but until this happened, when this man came, and what a catch that has shifted the momentum towards Azaiba 11 and that champion dance. What a dance move there. And immediately, soon after that, he's picked up another wicket, a wicket, and it was Mansoor once again underneath that one. And a 50 from Amir Kaleem. Sean Nowak trying to get some runs. He got 8 runs to his name, but then soon after departed. That flat 6 flat ball went to the fielder straight away. Naeem taking that wicket. And then it was Asim Kamal who's been hitting couple of sixes for him in the end. And that was a clinical hit again. Feather Aegis, they made some runs, crucial runs. Not a lot of boundaries, but they ran hard between the wickets. And it is 155, which is the target here. And to respond to that, Azaiba really need to bat well. We'll take a short break and be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back from the Oman Cricket Academy, where we are all in readiness for the run chase. 154 is what Khuwair Warriors have managed to put on the board in 20 overs. Azaiba 11 needing 155 runs to win a very important game to stay in the competition. Here's how the batting card of Khuwair Warriors look like. They have posted 154 courtesy Amir Kaleem scoring 76 of 56 deliveries, Hanif scoring 28 from 26. Good contribution from Asim Kamal as well, 20 from 10 deliveries. Talking about the Azaiba 11 bowling, they have performed brilliantly using 7 bowlers, wicket apiece for Mansoor Ali and Rao Wakar, while 3 wickets for the Azaiba Express Muhammad Imran. Right then, the 2 openers coming out in the middle for Azaiba 11. They would want to chase down the target. The required run rate is about 7.5. 154 is surely a tricky task, but with Rana Naeem and Sufyan in the middle, they would want to utilize the power play, get some quick runs early on, and would want to chase down the target. It's the right time for me to introduce Shoaib Ahmed in the commentary box, a very fresh looking Shoaib. 154 is a target. It's tricky, but it's definitely doable.
Thank you, Noman. Yes, definitely doable. If they manage to get to that target, I think this will be the first time they'll chase a target successfully of that magnitude. Azaiba 11 will have to bat really well. Rana Naeem being persisted with that opening slot.
Well, with him is Sufyan, the wicket keeper. They've made a right move. The move of bringing Rana Naeem up the order was really a brave one. And they'll be up against Arafat Islam. Bowled with a decent economy in this tournament, but what we were mentioning early on, he hasn't impressed with his wicket-taking abilities. Only picked up 4 wickets in this tournament. This run chase would matter a lot for Azaiba 11. They are to stamp their authority. Play calls the umpire, and we're all set for the first ball of the run chase. Arafat Islam will be up against Rana Naeem. Inside the line of off stump, but it'll be wide to start for Arafat Islam. Getting some sieve movement from the deck.
Yes, that was way outside off. Not the best of starts from the youngster. Very important that you bowl your first ball exactly where you want it to. That sets the tone for you for the entire spell. Again, short and wide. Back-to-back extras from Arafat Islam. 2 runs on the board for Azaiba already without a ball being bowled. So that target now is 2 runs less. And they still have full 20 overs to chase it down.
Yeah, the average have been slightly on the higher side. The economy is fine somewhat, 7.80. But it's the wicket-taking ability that have been lacking from this lad. Fuller played with the straight bat onto the mid-off region. Rana Naeem, he only plays one way, and that is to attack. 59 runs in 5 innings with the best of 30. And out of these 5 innings, as far as I remember, it's only the second or the third time that he's been promoted up the order. A couple of failures from their regular openers. It's the beauty of Azaiba 11. They're good at making subtle changes to their side. Not only they're playing 11, but shuffling their batting orders. And this is something another one of those teams that should have made it to their playing 11s, the batting position, and that is Busher Busters. We have seen them struggling throughout the tournament, not getting runs and not even doing any shuffles to their batting order.
Yes, Boshir Busters and Azaiba 11 have gone through the same challenges, and that has been their batting. They've done quite a few changes, Azaiba, in their batting order. Mansoor came up in the early part of the tournament and was then demoted down. Rana Naeem was a number 7 or an 8. And now suddenly he is opening the innings for Azaiba. He scored, I think, 30 runs in his first game. And since then, he's been given that role of an opener. I don't personally think it's the right decision. And that's just my humble opinion. An opener is a specialist opener, just like you have a death bowler specialist or a bowler with a new spell, with a new ball. I think the opening slot, you need to have a certain skill set. That's a good looking shot. That's a shot of an opener. Played in the gap. Chase for the fielder. Does well to keep it inside the field of play. And they'll get 2 runs. So Sufyan is off the mark. Now that's just my personal opinion. I think they've made that change with a plan which hasn't seemed to have worked until now.
Yeah, that was a good shot from Sufyan Yusuf. Full face of the bat, drilling through the covers. Very valiant effort there by the fielder. Yeah, you were rightly mentioning the fact that your openers need to be regular. But I personally believe that in that case, when your regular openers are not working, once you have the players who are in and out of form, they're not working, they're not providing you the start. So you can take the liberty of changing the openers. And for that matter, you can bring in someone who's a ball basher. Someone the likes of Naeem. And in this tournament, in this particular tournament, Shoaib, we have seen a lot of examples from the teams that they're making subtle changes in their batting orders. Quorum Thunders promoting Ayappa up the order. The Titans demoting Quorum Khan down the order. So it has just been the tournaments with team experiment their batting orders just to make sure that they win games, just to make sure that the key players perform in the crunch moments. Oh, misfield there. This one should have been stopped. A misfield earned a boundary for Sufyan and Azaiba 11. This is not good fielding effort.
That's very well played. Just guided it. And not the best of fielding, as you mentioned. So, first boundary on the board for Azaiba and for Sufyan, who's looked good in the 2 deliveries that he's played so far. Very technically sound. That should have been stopped. Easy as it can get. And it has gone all the way for 4. Coming back to the discussion after this over. Dot ball to end it. 10 runs off it. After the first over, it's Azaiba who are at 10 for no loss.
Six wickets in 6 innings for Mohsin Qureshi. Look at those numbers. The average of 13.33, the economy of 6.15. He usually bowls with the new ball. We haven't seen him operating a lot in the death overs. It's a very good new ball bowler. Good delivery to start the spell for Mohsin.
There's gentle medium pace from Mohsin on the money. This is a chance for Naeem to go attacking against Mohsin. He likes that kind of pace. He's not a big fan of quick, fast bowlers, so this is the opportunity that Naeem might be interested in taking on somebody like Mohsin. Gets the under edge this time. So a top order batter can bat lower down the order, but somebody who's played most of his cricket as a middle order batter, for him to adapt to a new ball in the 20 over format can be a little challenging. A Hardik Pandya or an Asif Ali will not open the innings for India regardless of what the openers are doing. And that is what I mean to say. I think Naeem is more effective lower down the order when the ball does get a little older, does not move too much. And he can also bat against the spinners. So more utility from Naeem lower down the order than at the top.
Well, but then again, coming back to the point, it just depends upon the nature of the player. Talking about Mohammad Rizwan, he used to bat at number 5 and number 6 for Pakistan national team and in Pakistan's domestic cricket. And then in one season, he was promoted up the order. Come back for 2 runs. One season, he was promoted up the order from number 5 and he batted up the order as an opener. He scored runs. And ever since then, he's been opening the innings for Pakistan. So it depends upon the player itself as well. Not all players are hard hitters. It's just about the player who can adapt in all sort of situations.
Exactly my point. That brings to my earlier point that Rana Naeem doesn't look to have that skill set of an opener. Mohammad Rizwan was absolutely wonderful in his defense as well. Was a very compact player, had the right temperament, the mental strength and the technique to play at the top. With all due respect to Rana Naeem, I don't think he has that in him. We saw him getting out yesterday against Shah Faisal, trying to cut a ball which was right on top of the off stump. So that is what I mean when I say Rana Naeem has more utility. I'm not against the idea of promoting batters, but they need to have a certain skill set.
Absolutely. Totally agree to this point. Dot ball to end the over. 2 done. 13 without the loss of any wicket. Beautifully directed delivery there from Arafat Islam. He's up against Rana Naeem. There's been a lot of under discussion there, Naeem. It's been promoted up the order. Just about the fact that this is a do or die game for Azaiba 11. They would want both of these openers to stick around for a longer period. Ring of fielders on the offside there. 4 fielders on the offside inside the circle. Coming back to the point of Arafat Islam. You were mentioning about him not being a wicket-taking option. And consistently bowling with good economy rate, but he hasn't impressed a lot with his wicket-taking abilities. I believe you got to give him the credit of being brave You haven't seen him bowling a lot of short stuff. He's not afraid to pitch the ball up. Always tries to get something, extract some movement from the surface. He was in no control at that one, trying to pull that one from a length that was not there to be pulled.
Oh yes, Arafat Islam. I wish we had the opportunity of showing the way he bowled in the D10 and the way he's bowling currently. That pitch map would have given us a clear indication of how he was in that tournament. He was bowling a certain length on a consistent basis, which was around the off stump at that good length. But this time around, he's looked a lot wayward. There you go, a juicy full toss on the pads, and Naeem has just flicked it towards backward square leg. Arafat, just making my point even more clearer, has been wavered in this edition. Arafat Islam.
Boundary there. It was a full toss on middle stump. The idea was to pitch the ball up, but it ended up being a full toss. Nicely guided that one on the onside. Much needed boundary for Rana Naeem and Azaiba 11. Once again trying to pull that one.
They will get two. So you can see he's either bowled too full or too short, too wide or too down the leg side. Arafat Islam. And that's why he's not been amongst the wickets. I think he needs to bowl one length, and somebody like Amir Kaleem should go up to him and tell him what he needs to do exactly. Sometimes you just need a guiding light, some direction, a plan, something of that sort. Good fielding by Muzahir. That's a clean save.
Well, Shrev, this is where the discussion of putting the youngsters into a D10 or a D20 format comes into play. That if you want to, that's gone up in the air. He hasn't timed that well. Naeem, he has been perished. Arafat Islam has got a wicket. He has finally dismissed Rana Naeem, who's been struggling. A wicket for Arafat Islam, his 5th wicket of the tournament. 3 gone, 21 for 1.
A short ball, well directed, and Rana Naeem was beaten by that pace on the delivery. He has struggled against the quick bowlers, and that struggle continues for Rana Naeem. 8 of 10 for him. It's 21 for 1, Azaiba.
Fuller delivery struck on the offside. It'll just be a single. Haven't got the start they wanted as Azaiba 11 and have lost Rana Naeem in the process. Haitham Bahar comes in. The man who scored a half century yesterday. He's playing his first game, scored a half century. Got a decent total for his side. Won the man of the match award. Just a perfect outing for Haitham Bahar.
So time to introduce him as the opener. Noman, giving him a promotion and maybe sending Rana Naeem around the 6-7.
Well, you've really been after Rana Naeem and his batting position there. I totally agree that sometimes the experiments can backfire. Experiments are made for that reason.
That's why it's called an experiment.
Absolutely. So it's just a fact that sometimes they can get in your favor, sometimes they can backfire.
Yes, but you wouldn't do an experiment knowing that it's going to hurt you. And you have to quickly realize that that's a good shot. Very well played. Straight down the ground. Sufyan, he has definitely looked good. Just the right mix of caution and aggression. And this one has been slammed straight down the ground for 4 runs.
Well, the straight drives are always pleasing to the eyes. Good shot there from Sufyan. Back past the bowler. Punching down the ground mid-off, and mid-on was inside the circle. Oh, that was an uppercut straight in the hands of the fielder. And he, I believe, has spilled the chance.
Hanif, the fielder at short third, has dropped it. Sufyan gets a life. He must be very relieved.
It was an uppercut. Straight in and straight out, Hanif.
For a moment, it looked like he's taken it and celebrating it by prostrating on the ground. But then it was a dropped catch. Sufyan getting a life. Have to feel for Mohsin, who could have had a wicket to his name and could have got that redemption after being hit for a 4.
They're being persistent with that fuller length outside the line of off stump. 2 consecutive dot balls. Last delivery to end the over. Oh, bad ball. Full toss. He had all the time in the world to put it on the onside. A 6 for Sufyan. A timely blow for Azaiba 11. Rana Naeem is the only batter to be dismissed. 8 from 10 deliveries. Akmal, Imran, Mehdi, Saghir, batters to follow. They got a good batting lineup. Surely going to be an interesting run chase. Sean Novak comes in, be replacing Arafat Islam. Not very often you get to see him bowl in the power play. Just a third occasion, the second occasion in this tournament, I believe. Straight away, Haitham Bahar tries to attack him, put him over the deep mid-wicket fence. Couldn't make any connection.
Big swing. Haitham Bahar, like you mentioned, had got a Player of the Match award for his performance in the previous game. Scored a 50 in that one. Defended a low total Azaiba 11 against a very strong Amarat Royals. So they are riding high on confidence. But I don't think they've chased 155 in the entire tournament. I don't even think they've chased it in any of the D20 matches. Directed on the stumps. And they'll get to Sean Novak is not happy.
Well, there's a first time for everything, Shoaib. And you never know, today might be the day where the fortune turns for Azaiba 11. It's a very good throw there. One of those rare occasions where all's well that ends well. It doesn't come to life. Direct hit, ricochets off the stump, and they run through for an extra run. Good field placing there by the skipper Amir Kaleem. He's got a shot mid-wicket in. Has played a very proactive role in developing the Khuwair Warriors side. Himself scoring 76 today. Inside edge, but once again lucky Haitham Bahar. Wanted to play towards long on. It was an inside edge. Lucky that it did not shatter the stumps. Good start to the Sean Novak spell. Only 2 runs. Oh, knocked him over. Knocked him over, Sean Novak. He's been consistently bowling well and he gets a reward. The informed Haitham Bahar is dismissed. Sean Novak getting a wicket of the last ball of his first over.
It's the informed batsman, Haitham Bahar, absolutely in no position to play that shot. And Sean Novak was very accurate with his line and length, hitting the stumps. Sound of timber as Haitham Bahar walks back. 35 for 2.
Swept it on the onside. Will find Sean Novak. Wicket taker was just dismissed. Haitham Bahar. Man who has been in good form with the bat. 76 today. Got the ball in his hand. He hasn't been impressed in this tournament.
Sufyan and Waqar now will have to take and build a partnership for Azaiba. Amir Kaleem bowling the 6th over of the power play. Had great outing with the bat. Finally he got some runs under his belt. I think that was his first 50 of the tournament. And one of the main reasons that Khuwair hasn't qualified is that Amir Kaleem has not scored runs for his side. Definitely got a few starts, but just couldn't convert them to big scores like he did today.
Well, today he had some extra responsibility on his shoulders, considering that Zishan Siddiqui was not there. So he had to steady the ship. Had a very slow start to his innings. He then went on to score at a better strike rate at the later phase of the innings. Very interesting passage of play there. Azaiba 11 would want that this partnership should last till 10 to 12 overs. But Khuwair Warriors, they'll surely be eyeing another wicket. Slight breeze blowing around this beautiful cricketing venue. That was a quicker delivery. It was an arm ball. Came back in slightly quicker than what Sufyan was expecting. A single to end the over. 6 gone, 39 for 2, Azaiba 11. First power play done and dusted. Field restrictions are now over. Long off being sent back. You got long on at the fence as well. Deep square leg at the boundary. Sean Novak has always been very accurate, wicket to wicket, consistently hitting the deck hard. He's been the type of bowler who has a very good action, free-flowing action. He uses his height to great advantage.
That has been his strength, bowling wicket to wicket. That's why if you see most of his wickets are either bowled or leg before, because he likes to keep bowling in that channel. That's very well played. Just slightly outside off, and Sufyan guiding it on its way towards the deep third for another boundary. He has looked good, Sufyan, all throughout the innings. Great control over that shot, and 4 runs is the result.
Great hand-eye coordination from Sufyan Yusuf. Better understanding of field as well. So his third boundary. He understands that the fielder from third was inside the circle. Just had to pierce that gap and get a boundary. Once again trying to repeat that shot. The pace was there, the length was not there to be hit. It was a quicker delivery from Sean Novak, a good comeback.
Yes, he's again one of those bowlers who assesses situation time and time again, quickly realizing where he needs to bowl, how the batter is batting. Starts bowling on the stump again, and whenever he's done that, he's been very difficult to score runs off.
This partnership is very vital in the context of the game for Azaiba 11. Beautifully done there. Loud shout. Reward of being consistent in line and lengths. And Sean Novak is stuck once again.
Well, very rightly put there. Rewarded for his consistent line and length. Didn't have to do too much. Kept bowling it on the stumps and a shuffle across the line. Wrapped right in front of the stumps. Easiest decisions for the umpire. As plumb as it gets. Sufyan Yusuf was looking good, but we'll have to walk back now. 26 of 21. It's the third wicket down for Azaiba with 44 on the board.
Mansoor Ali. He has been the mainstay for Azeba 11 batting. Full toss flicked on the onside. Should have stopped that single there. Single to end the over. 7 done, 45 for 3.
Played towards the mid wicket for a single. Mansoor and Waqar now are out there in the middle for Azeba as Amir Kaleem continues. Flicked off the pads again. Again, Amir Kaleem also trying to bowl on the stumps, not giving any room to Waqar or Mansoor.
You rightly mentioned about Sean Novak in the previous over that most of his wickets they either have been bowled over the LBWs because of his ability of constantly attacking the stumps. That's a good single taken there. For Azeba 11 to go anywhere near the target of 155, they would want Mansoor to stay at the crease till the very end. And this man, he can play a vital role as well. Wasim Akhtar, a very handy all-rounder. Man is known for his ball striking. Oh, drilled on the offside. This is a good shot from Rawakar against a run of play, breaking the shackles, getting a boundary for his team.
That's a very good shot. They also need to keep an eye on the net run rate and see now that Amir Kaleem has bowled outside off, and that has given Waqar that opportunity to free his arms and play and smash it towards extra cover. So why change your plans when you're bowling well? On the stumps is the key, and there you go, back onto the stumps. Amir Kaleem, very well bowled again on that occasion. 8 runs in this over. One more ball to go.
Slightly down the leg side there. Has been called as wide by the umpire. Amir Kaleem, he should be targeting the stumps. Erring in line this time around.
Happens to the best of bowlers, but at least that is according to a plan. So if you're hit for a boundary where you have your two fielders outside the circle, that's not a bad ball. You bowled to a plan, but it was just a better shot from the batter, so you have to accept that and move on. End of the 8th over. As we move on to the 9th, it's 55 for 3. guided towards the deep third. Sean Novak bowling his third over, given away just 9 runs, including this one, and 2 wickets already to his name.
I believe it's good to be persistent with the bowler. Has showed a certain sort of a skill set of not conceding runs and being very accurate in terms of line and length. Drilled on the offside. Timing wasn't there. Ravakar. It's just a matter of time. One of these two batters will have to accelerate.
Gentle push again towards backward point. Very upset Sean Novak. Very upset with the fact that he threw it again towards the non-striking end.
Yeah, they already conceded a run there. Should have been careful. Stuck on the up. This time he's not going to throw. What an over from Sean Novak. What a spell from this man. The South African Sean Novak, he has featured in South Africa's domestic cricket as well. He's been the physio for the Oman national team.
So let's look at that ball again that was played towards backward point. You can see Sean Novak just standing there. The throw, and look at him. Look at him. He's upset. He's saying, do you have any sense? Why are you throwing it towards the non-striking end? Now again he wants to throw, but has not thrown it. 9 overs, 60 for the loss of 3.
Hashim comes in. Be operating from the Oman tail end. This man knows a thing or two about bowling. He's bowled a magnificent last over against Cobra Giants. The only tied game in the tournament. Chance for a quick single. Misunderstanding and has resulted in a wicket. Running for everything. And Mansoor Ali, he will have to take the long walk back to the hut. He doesn't look amused at all by his partner, but he would have to go back.
Oh yes, major confusion. Yes, no, and when that happens, more often than not, there's a sorry that follows. There you go. Both of them running towards the same end, and very well done by the keeper. So Mansoor walking back on the very first ball of the 10th. It's 60 for 4.
Well, new batter comes in. The man whose name resembles a lot with two of Pakistani greats. His first name resembles with the first name of a Pakistani great, and his second name resembles with the second name of a Pakistani great. Wasim Akhtar comes in. He's known for his ball striking. Struck a couple of lusty blows last night with a strike rate 141. Surely not going to hit out on those deliveries. To target the stumps, it makes it so difficult for the batter. This was the misunderstanding between Mansoor and Rao. He was ball watching and he ended up being run out.
Clipped off the pads. Waqar and Wasim playing together reminds you of the 90s. With the ball, Waqar Yunus and Wasim Akram. Down the leg side. Straight to the bowler. Sean Novak. He'll have another over left in his tank. Expect him to bowl his full quota. Good over from Hashim as well. Just 4 runs off it. Halfway through the second innings and the score is 64 for 4. Just the right time to introduce a change in the comm box. You'll now be enjoying the commentary of Mohammad Rashid and Abid Ibrahim.
Well, thank you very much, Shoaib and Numan. Well, that's been the case here. Sufyan only getting into that 20s and Vakar into the double figure. Not a great day again for Azaiba batters as they continue their drastic collapse. Meanwhile, Muzahir Raza coming in to bowl that 11th over, an important one, where they still have Vakar Rao alongside Wasim Akhtar, and that is Muzahir Raza. Expensive economy and not a great average. That's how you prepare your youngsters. They go for some runs early. They might not be effective early in the process, but it is the process that you need to follow. Rashid, who knows better than you?
Absolutely. Process is very important as a youngster. You have to make sure that you put in those extra efforts, those extra hours in the nets, adjust your lengths. It's very important how you bowl your lengths, Abid.
Yeah, there must be a little spark that you need to see in the youngsters. Oh, great delivery. Excellent piece of bowling this is from Muzahir. Now, if you have noticed, Rashid, from the game 1 till now, a little bit of a progress in this young man.
Well, absolutely. There has been some growth throughout the tournament. He's a young kid. He will improve. It's just about getting your basics right. Probably it's just that length he wasn't bowling properly in the start of the tournament, and he's pulled it back like that delivery we just saw.
Yeah, now he's trying to bang that hard on the surface, not allowing Rao Vakar to score freely against him. That's his first over. And he's been someone who has not been trusted with a new ball, I think. That's something that he need to gain the confidence of the captain.
Well, first he has to operate with an open field when the 6 overs are done, bowl well in the right areas, and then once you get going there. Meanwhile, that is a brilliant looking shot over extra cover. Has it got the legs to? Yep, it has the legs. It's taken it over that boundary line. A welcome boundary. Wakar Rao getting that.
Yeah, that was not from the middle of the bat, but still does the distance. There was enough width over it outside off. Yeah, all he had to do is just hit it over the covers. That's a pleasing to the eye shot. These are confident looking shots.
Absolutely. Well, this is what you were talking about, the length and the way he bowls. Once Mazahir gets into a bit of pressure, he goes and he gets hit for a boundary. That's when the problem starts for him. He starts relying on that fuller length. He cannot, he's not quick enough to bowl those fuller lengths. He has to make sure that he pulls the length back. Once again, we see a fuller length delivery missed out by Wakar. So he definitely has to work on that, Abid.
Yeah, considering getting hit with the boundary and given 5 on the first over so far. It's just that could be the case where the batter is trying to check on you. So they don't go hard at you at the first few blocks. And I think you've been talking about that needs to bowl at the right areas is so crucial, and a little bit of a seam movement, I think. If he develops that, just like the first delivery of this over, he's bowled and concluded this over with a single. 6 given in that over, 11 gone, 70 for 4 Azaiba 11.
That's a bowling card for Khuwair Warriors. Pick of the bowler, Sean Novak. 3 overs, 13 runs. Picking up those 2 important wickets. Hashim Saeed to continue.
Immediately he's been taken for some runs in the midfield. Oh, what a backup. What a great efforts there. It's that kind of a day that he might had his doubts on his mind from Arafat Islam. He was there to say, might I got you back up.
Absolutely. That was in the slot. Didn't get in the middle of the bat, Wasim, and then that brilliant backup by his partner. Muzammil there. Doing the clean up on behalf of Arafat Islam.
Yeah, that's kind of a back you need. I've been looking that kind of a back from you, Rashid. Well, I might be knocking on the wrong door.
Absolutely. I've hung my boots. I've retired from this game.
Yeah, look at that. He's missed that one. And great work. Great work. Yeah, he always had doubts on his partner, isn't it? The punch in the air. That goes towards the cow corner. And again, this time, Arafat Islam makes sure he gathers it pretty well.
Shuttle and delivery. Pounced on the back foot. Tried to heave that towards that cow corner. Didn't get any timing. That has been the problem for them. They are not being able to get that timing in. Azaiba 11 require 80 or 50 now. They still have Quite a bit of batting. They just need to make sure they keep going, get that run rate in check. Wasim is a hard hitter of the ball, we know that. And once he starts middling them, he can get some boundaries for his team. And on the other end, he's got Waqar Rao, who's already batting at 20. That one is cut, and cut well. That has beat that fielder, and they've got that boundary of the last ball of the 12th over. Well, much needed boundary for them. Azaiba11 at the end of over number 12 are 80 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Well, that's what Mohammad Rashid's been trying to tell, that there is plenty of batting to come. Well, what I feel Azaiba11 is one big partnership away from this 50, from this win, pardon me. 50 is the partnership where I'm looking for. At least a 50 or 60 runs partnership between these two is crucial. It's not far a distance for Azaiba11. Yes, they lost 4 wickets in process, but now they can get this partnership going, which is already 21. Oh, it's 90W Prod G and TPT 360 production, and lovely timing and a great camera work as well. Oh, that's trying to hide. That sun is trying to hide behind the clouds.
Yeah, the current run rate at 6.65. They require almost 10 and over now. 9.52 to be precise. Well, Abid, they have to make sure that they get this partnership running. This is a very important partnership in the context of the game for Azaiba11. They still have a foot in the door to reach that top 4. If they can win this game today, they will definitely have that foot. They'll have an opening. Meanwhile, on cue, the lights have come on. Well, trying to go for that ram shot, and Mazahir, well, he's bowled well there. Bowled that slower one, not being able to give him enough pace to work with it.
Yeah, I like the tactic he's using. Pretty old tactic when you're trying to bowl slow and get a little bit of a noise, that you're putting an extra effort, like a little bit of effort. It should show that you're going to bowl quicker one, deceiving, and still the bowlers do that. A pretty old tradition.
Yeah, that grunt comes in as you're about to bowl. Meanwhile, a very good delivery. Well, this is what he tries every delivery. Mazahir, he tries to bowl a Yorker or a fuller length delivery, and as soon as he misses out on that length, he gets hit for a boundary.
Well, I think he's the kind of bowler who needs, still he needs for a couple of years, a captain to be on his ears all the time to tell him what he needs to plan. You need someone to guide you through the process. Maybe another year it will take him to be all different level. Yeah, slightly full. That went to hit the boundary for 4 runs. A low full toss. Missed it by inches to get that Yorker right. Got it a little wrong and paid the price.
A beautifully timed shot. Look at that. An on drive. Easy pickings there. As soon as he got that timing in, there was no stopping that valiant effort in the field, but that was too well timed to be stopped.
Yeah, they need to keep that required run rate below 10 for at least another 7 overs. The last over 10 runs would be an epic scenes here at Oman Cricket Academy. That's what we are up here to see, another clash. It is 7 for 4 at the end of 13.
The fun news fun fact, Shahid Afridi, the great Shahid Afridi, boom boom, has scored 8,000 runs in ODIs but never lasted till 100 balls, with his highest being 94 when he scored 109 against India in 1998.
Well, I tell you what, back in 1998, if you faced or played over 100 run strike rate, you got a milestone to your name. That is kind of an era he's lived on, and I think he would not be so much proud about this record. But I think one of the finest hitter of the ball, or I would say the all-rounder this game of cricket has ever witnessed.
Absolutely another legend. Meanwhile, that's taking the outside edge, running towards that boundary. Done well by the fielder there. Cuts it down. They pick up a couple of runs. Yeah, with 1998. That was the time you were talking about. Were you born then?
Yeah, I was hardly 7 or 8, maybe
Months?
less. Yes. I don't want to. No, still, I'm sure even Noman was born back then. So got my case wrong. Yeah, I think you would have already by then retired almost. 1988. No, 1989.
1998?
Yeah, let's say 1898.
I'm not a dinosaur.
Oh no, you're definitely not. Oh, that's gone. That's big and straight into the hand of Arafat Islam. He tries to take some blows, wanted to clear that fielder. And Arafat Islam is tall enough to take that catch. And a dismissal for Wasim Akhtar.
Well, he got the elevation, didn't get the distance on that one. Wasim Akhtar losing his wicket. Persistent bowling by Amir Kaleem. That has resulted in that wicket and a good catch by Arafat. Well, he's a safe fielder. Azaiba, 11 under. A bit more trouble now. They've lost 5 wickets for the score at 90. Wasim Akhtar gone after scoring 16 of 13.
Well, it would not be really easy for a new man come in and get some runs. So it's a perfect time for Khuwair. Warriors. Oh, knocked him over. First ball right through the defense and a wicket. It's 2 and 2. Captain with the ball in hand, striking double.
Well, what a day the captain is having. Amir Kaleem was so brilliant with the bat in the first innings, and now with the ball. What a delivery that one. Nothing short, no feet movement by Akmal. And in the process, look at that celebration. Well, you deserve that, Amir Kaleem. Another man on a hat-trick. 2 and 2 for Amir Kaleem. Akmal Shahzad gone off a golden duck. Azaiba, well, the troubles continue. 90 for the loss of 6 wickets.
on a hat trick. Captain of Khuwair Warriors, Sayyid Amir Kaleem. Excellent with the bat. Oh, got the slip on. And to tackle and save that hat trick, they brought in the left-hander. Mehdi is the new man who faced. That was the wicket. Well, just enough coming in with the arm. And pretty late on that, Akmal.
No 4 feet movement whatsoever. Well, how'd that miss? Everybody's missed that. The batter misses that. The keeper misses that, and it's gone all the way for a bye. No, it's got some bat on it. Beg your pardon. No signals of bye from Mr. Khuwair Azad, the umpire. Lucky boundary for Azaiba 11 to end that over. 94 for the loss of 6 wickets.
Well, there you go. They are fighting well, and some football is going around. And it was Gulf Cup. I think a recent Oman lost into the finals, or maybe semi-finals, if I'm not wrong. Finals, yeah. They lost the finals. Oh, beautiful shot, lovely executed. Waited for it and opened the face of the blade at the perfect time.
Absolutely, very good shot. That was pitched up and guided that towards that vacant third man region, getting a bat boundary. That was placed really well. Mazahir once again opting to go for that full length deliveries. I think that is not the right length for him, and he's been penalized with the boundary. Well, Abid, you were talking about that Gulf Cup. Oman lost to Iraq in the final. That went to extra time, and they lost 3-2.
Yeah, so close yet so far. Yeah, love the way this country has got into the sports. Not just football. Now, right track for the cricket as well. As wonderful facilities, a lot of cricket coming in this part of the world. We had World Cup qualifiers as well.
Absolutely world-class facilities here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Brilliant outfield. They've got brilliant wickets. That's the Oman tel and on your screens. Just wonderful. There's a ground right next to this as well. The oval. It's just wonderful, Abid, when you see such kind of facilities, and that does improve the cricketers in the community.
I played inside out. Beautiful shot there to bring 100 for Team Azaiba 11. And I think sports is very much needed for every youth. It helps in your process. It helps you to deal with the life as well. And keep you fit, more importantly.
Absolutely, coming from a fit man. Those words.
Any little bit of fitness, maybe a little bit of kgs to cut down.
Yeah, probably a ton.
Yeah, that was just hit for 2. Not happy Arslan Bashir with the fielder's effort. They just need 53 of 32 deliveries. Yeah, the reason I'm saying just is because Rao Wakar really need to fire things up, really need to lit the run rate.
Well, he's doing well, 32 of 25. He just needs to make sure he keeps going with his partner. This is very smart cricket. He's picking up that boundary of the over and then going for those singles and doubles, making sure that the run rate doesn't creep up too much. Meanwhile, once again, hit behind point. They would want to go for the second, but Arafat, well, he's a very good fielder and has a brilliant throw, as do most of the fast bowlers, restricting them to only one there.
Yeah, done well there. Just trying not to concede a lot of boundaries here. For Team Khuwair Warriors, they need to prevent the boundaries. For Azaiba, they need to surge the boundaries. The only way to get a par is scoring runs for Azaiba. Meanwhile, a lovely clouds. They have been there witnessing that action. A little dark clouds. Just a bit of worry for the rain, but nothing has disturbed the proceedings. Absolutely loving it. 15 gone, 104 for 6. I think Azaiba has done well. At this stage, they are slightly ahead of them. In fact, in both, not only the wickets, but only with the runs as well. Khuwair Warriors at this stage were 101 with 4 wickets down, and Azaiba is 104 but with 6 wickets down. So a lot of a roll of wickets in the game here, and that's been the dark mountains this ground is surrounded by. Tell me, how much do you enjoy your time out here, Rashid?
You'll absolutely love it. A very warm country. Always welcomes us with open arms. Just been wonderful. The overall experience. I have been here a few times, but here for the first time as a commentator. Love the experience, the team, and the environment overall.
Well, cleaned him up with a fuller land delivery. This time, Asim Kamal has disturbed the furniture. Bowled a lot fuller here. And batter Mehdi trying to play across the line, which was a mistake to commit.
Well, a couple of dot balls resulting in that big shot. And Asim Kamal, he's just persisted on the straighter deliveries. That's taken the leg stem out of the ground. Mehdi Hassan losing his wicket, gone after scoring 2 of 7. Well, Azaiba 11 in a lot of trouble now. 104 for the loss of 7.
Hit and run there. Coming in is Sagir Ahmed, the captain, coming low down the order. It's Arafat. Oh, pardon me. Asim Kamal is still operating. It's Rao Wakar at the other end. He's witnessed that all show. He's lacking in partners. No chance of a run.
Well, absolutely. A lot of wickets falling in front of him. It's that man, Wakar, who's standing between Khuwair Warriors and victory. He's been joined in the middle by his captain Saghir. He's got a job in his hand. We saw Amr Kaleem, the captain of Khuwair Warriors, doing a wonderful job getting his team to that score. Meanwhile, a ramp shot. Well, there's no pace as a spinner, so he wouldn't have been able to get any purchase of that, and that has been the case. A single to end the over. 16 overs gone. Azaiba 11, 106 for the loss of 7 wickets.
A lot of bowlers being used by Khuwair Warriors. 7 bowlers has been used throughout the game, and now they might feel they are in the business. They feel they can restrict team Azay by 11 because it's 7 wickets down. But tell you what, they still have this last recognized pair. Can do a little damage.
But absolutely, Abid. It's not over till it's over. And we know Azaiba 11 is a fighting team. They'll go down fighting. They have the captain Saghir in the middle along with Wakarao. Sean Novak has been one of the key bowlers for Khuwair Warriors in this game. Picked up a couple of wickets, but very interesting. Amr Kaleem did not bowl after picking up those 2 wickets in the over.
Yeah, maybe he knows that whenever his services are required, he'll come into bowl. Probably keeping himself as a wicket-taking option.
Yeah, probably, but not a very good approach if they are chasing, they're defending, beg your pardon, and a spinner comes in to bowl at the death. Not always advisable.
And I think he's done well with the bat, had his day, had his work, major work with the bat in hand, and now picking up wickets could be easy to try your another bowlers, give them opportunity, pull yourself back. So he's kind of a character who believes in a teamwork and he needs everybody to get a go.
Certainly, that is the job of a captain. The required run rate at the moment touching that 13 number. They need boundaries and they need them thick and fast. They've gotten one off the bat of Saghir, the captain. Well, he's on the move. Back of line delivery. Perfectly timed that one. Behind point. No chance for the fielder at third man. So good looking shot. They've got that all important boundary now.
Yeah, look at that smoothness of below. Just crossing and opening the face of the blade. No chance for the fielder. Mohsin Qureshi. Now he's made him move around, I think. Yeah, Sean Novak with the 2 wickets already to his name and bowling the final over of his spell. Oh, he tried to bowl quick. And it will bring single only. And they need another boundary, I reckon, in this over.
Yeah, absolutely. The required run rate is around that 13 runs mark. They have to get a couple of boundaries in each over now. They have to get going, Abid. Not many balls left to chase down that total. 41 required of 19 deliveries. Steps down. Probably touched his leg on the way. So dot ball to end. Very good effort by Arslan Bashir. Congratulated by his team. End of over number 17. Azaiba 11, 114 for the loss of 7 wickets. The last 3 overs left. 18 balls. Well, 18 legal balls, Abid. They require 41 at a required run rate of 13.67 runs per over. A daunting task that for Azeba 11, but well, you know what they say. It's not over till it's over.
Well, they have done so good with the ball while defending, but it's their batting which has been a problem. Can they get one match with the bat? Yeah, there you go. You were missing Said Amr Kalim, I reckon. He's into the attack, brought himself back. I think he wanted to bowl from Oman tail end. Sarir goes inside out, up in the air. Oh, good efforts, but just not enough. That gone between the two fielder and 4 runs. Much needed boundary here. They need a lot of them.
Wasim Kamal, the fielder there, probably hurt himself trying to take that catch. That was a good shot. Didn't get that enough from the bat. Meanwhile, very good effort, valiant effort there by Wasim Kamal, but just couldn't get close to the ball. Well, that's the kind of commitment you need from your team. Amir Kalim is well lucky to have a team to support him that much.
Ball really short and again going almost to the boundary line. And Sarir will keep the strike. They'll take 6 of 2 deliveries. I think this is the over where they can maximize the runs.
Well, he started off with a wide. So they've already got 7 of the over.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rashid.
Well, I have your back, Abid. You doubted that, but I have your back.
Now we are talking, I think. That's up in the air again. And in the gap as well. 4 runs. Now make it 11 of 3 legal deliveries. What a great over in process for Azaiba.
Absolutely. Captain v captain. That is a mini battle in the middle right now. And Saghir Ahmed definitely getting the better of it so far. He's hit him for a couple of boundaries. That is the requirement. 30 or 50 now.
Yeah, that was slightly full. And all he had to do is bring the willow in front. Now a lot of covering towards the offside. They're just packing it to the extra cover region, to the extra cover, and also to the mid-off. He shuffled across. He was looking for that wide, but I think no wide signaled by KR Azad.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a risky field. That square leg coming in. Saghir, that's what he was trying to do. Shuffle across and try to heave that over that square leg region. But he's bowled really well outside that off stump. Meanwhile, once again, shuffled in. But a Yorker is yoked himself. They're going back for the double. That'll be close. Throw to the keeper's end. But, well, he's made it really well. Good running there by Azaiba 11 and Saghir. Rao Wakar. Saghir, well, they're on the move now, Abid. They require 28 of 13. They have the belief. They are a fighting team. They will fight till the end. And we are definitely seeing a fight.
Well, I would say the team Khuwair Warriors are a wicket away from the victory. This is the last recognized pair. And Saghir, captain, taking responsibility and fulfilling it. Perfect way to drag his bat back. Quick runs is what they need if they can't find boundary. They already got twice in the over. 2 boundaries. The challenge would be he'll be bowling outside off and will not give you a lot of time to heave it on the onside. He takes charge on it. Long on comes in business. Only a single run to finish the over. 128 for 7 Azaiba. Well, a tense moment here. Arafat Islam has been given the responsibility to bowl from Oman LNG, and it is time for the penultimate over. With captain down there at the centre playing with 200 strike rate, 20 for 10. Bowled it a lot wider. A slower one was not needed to play that. I think he would have got a wide for that, but he chose to go after it. And nevertheless, he'll get two.
Well, yeah, got a bottom edge to it, straight to the keeper, and he's had a shy at the stumps. Arslan Bashir missing his mark. There you go. It was definitely a try because Rawakar was struggling in the process. They've given away an extra run now. 25 of 11, that's the equation. Tense faces in the crowd. Everybody so intensely involved in the game. So are we here up in the com box, Abid.
Not a clean connection. Hurried on him. He will certainly look for two. No chance. It's been Vakar Rao's Willow haven't spoken much. You cannot win this game by scoring runs from one end. Both the ends should spark runs.
Well, they just have 10 balls to get those 24 runs. A boundary is the need of the hour at the moment. They need a boundary. And Rawakar, well, he's playing on 36 of 31. He's been there for a while now. Can he get them that boundary?
Well, I would say they need at least 12 runs or 4 deliveries from this over. Oh, no connection there. Beats him with a clear dominance. Smart bowling there by Arafat Islam.
Absolutely. That's the length. Short of length, just outside the off stump, not giving him enough room to free his arms. Arafat Islam, another youngster, under 19, plays with a lot of venom, bowls well throughout. He's been another good prospect for Khuwair Warriors.
I'm not sure what was the discussion, but Muzahir Raza coming all the way from long on to drop a piece of advice. Oh, that I think the idea should be to keep it outside off. Don't allow a lot of width and don't bang it short as well. Just keep it on the good length area.
Well, absolutely. He cannot go any more straighter than that because he doesn't have a deep square leg. That fielder is in the circle. He's got a third man, a cover, and a mid-off, long on, and mid-wicket. So definitely cannot bowl any straighter. He has to bowl outside that off stump.
Well, again, not a solid connection, but they will push for two. They are going back for two. A much needed two at least. There's absolutely nothing to negotiate. They need boundary here, or the winning will be a distance for Azaiba 11.
Absolutely. A boundary is definitely required here. But it's a good thing the captain Saghir Ahmed is on strike. He was able to get some runs of that Amir Kaleem over, and now he would want to finish this over with a boundary.
It's the captain who needs to score. Oh, swing and a miss. Not getting anything on it. A dot ball to finish the over. What a great over it has been from Arafat Islam. Under pressure. Given only 6. What a bowling this is. 134 for 7. Muzahir Raza into the attack. He is stretching himself, warming up to bowl that crucial over with 21 needing of 6 deliveries. With 2 settled batters are out there at the centre for Azaiba 11. Rao Akar alongside Saghir Ahmed. Can they give us another magical game here? They delivered a couple of times in the tournament. Can they do this time with the bat? There you go. Muzahir Raza on his run up. Shuffles. Didn't get it clean. Up in the air. Muzahir Raza it is who's taken that catch underneath it. Coming nicely. Caught and bowled. And I think Azaiba 11 has succumbed under the pressure.
Absolutely no timing whatsoever. Didn't get anywhere near the ball. Rawakar. That was a slower delivery. And went straight up in the air. A top edge, and Muzahir taking that easy wicket. Meanwhile, Azaiba 11, well, they have lost that man, Rawakar, gone after scoring 37 of 34 deliveries. 134 for the loss of 8 wickets. 5 balls now for those 21 runs, Abid.
Not a lot of runs for him in the tournament. Amal Abdul Wahab, and he will be on a strike. Well, we are following all sorts of a new rule which says the new man has to come and take a strike. The left-hander, Amal Abdul Wahab. Well, if he can fetch few sixes or a boundaries here, we'll have the match turned on. And maybe we're expecting a lot from the new man. Oh, yes. There was only expectation. A dot ball there. Bowled him really well. Angling it away.
Yeah, good bowling by Muzahir. Just bowling it away from that left-hander, the new man. Look at that delivery. Just outside that off stump. Not giving him anything. Amal Wahab not able to move his feet.
Not a clean connect. Not a good timing on it. Only a single there.
Well, Azaiba 11 required 20 of 3 deliveries. Mathematically, it is not possible unless they get some extras. Now this game out of their grasp, out of their reach.
Well, yeah, pretty evident. They're out. Backs that one up in the air. Just falls short to the long off. And only 2 runs will not help their cause. You can feel that dejected feeling from the dugout of Azaiba 11. It's again their batting being problem for them.
Absolutely. It's the top order that is to be blamed. They didn't get the start they deserved. Hence the problem they're facing at the end of the innings now.
Big shout. That was a perfect Yorker, but maybe missing leg. Oh, not given as leg buys. Those are given as runs. So there was.
Well, but they didn't take a single on that occasion. So right in the slot, in the block hole, Saghir Ahmed denying that single to his partner. He wants to face this last delivery.
Yeah, those bats coming off from Imran. Oh, he goes big. Might be a wicket. Underneath it, Syed Amr Kaleem. He doesn't miss many. And a wicket to wrap the book. And get the victory for Khuwair Warriors. Much needed victory for them. And it's been a pure display. captain leading as an example. Got runs, got wickets, and now the catch as well.
Well, absolutely. It's been his day, Amar Kaleem. They were playing for pride, remember. It is not possible for them to reach into the top 4. But what a performance. They'll be very happy with this performance. Well, his kids coming in congratulating him. What a sign that is. Beautiful pictures. Khuwair Warriors at the end winning by 17 runs.
How passionate family. They love their father played. They have a hero, certainly a hero, to follow his footsteps. Former Oman national player. And Sayyid Amar Kaleem. Now that's a batting card. A lot of questions need to be asked there. Well, 27 scoring by Saghir, who got out on a final delivery. And then there have been Waqar, who stayed there, got caught and bowled in the final over again. 37 from him, but not from the rest. Sufyan only getting 26. Not helping its way. Haytham scored the other night, but today failing, scoring only 3 runs. The batting has been miserable here for AzaibaXI.
Absolutely not many major contributors in that batting lineup. Meanwhile, bowlers, a few bowlers used by Khuwair Warriors. Muzahir Raza bowling that last over of the day, defending 21 runs, picking up a couple of wickets in the process. He's been a good bowler in this match throughout. Arafat Islam, well, he's been brilliant throughout the tournament. Picks up a wicket, gave away 23 runs. Asim Kamal was good, just bowled 1 over, gave away 2 runs and picked up a wicket. But it was Sean Nowak and Amar Kaleem, the pick of the bowlers, picking up a couple apiece.
That's how been the highlights of the day. Some intent was quite evident that Azaiba is looking to chase this down until this early blow. And they never recovered from then. They have hit some sixes. Well, that was it for Mansoor, who got dismissed and again trapped right in front. Those were 4 wickets which was gone in a quick session, and the recovery was not too great. They were not able to put a partnership. They lost a run outs few as well. And this is where they played up and over. Said Hashim was taken for little runs. Yeah, we might thought we'll have a game in our hand. It went right till the end until captain comes in and picks up 2 wickets. 2 crucial wickets, one and the other one follows clean bowled. Akmal on a golden duck there. And again, he keeps on. Asim Kamal kept picking wicket. The spinners have done enough damage to the team AzaibaXI. In the end, the pressure was just mounting, and they was attempting every single ball to go for the bigger one. And that was the final shot, miscued in the air. And the captain of Khuwair Warriors takes the catch of captain of AzaibaXI. And that's how the match has panned out to be.
Well, Khuwair Warriors winning the toss, electing to bat first, got 154 for the loss of 5 wickets in their 20 overs. Amar Kaleem, the pick of the batters there, making 76 runs of 56 deliveries. And then Hanif supporting him with 28 of 26. Asim, 20 of 10. And Mohammad Imran picking up 3 wickets. AzaibaXI, well, talk us through that, Abid.
Well, the batting is what let them down, not the bowling. Imran has been absolutely brilliant today. And in the end, they managed to get the victory of 17 runs. Khuwair Warriors, well done. We're all set now. We're going downstairs for the post-match presentation party where we have Shoaib Ahmed along with the player of the match.
Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation for the match number 24, which was played between Khuwair Warriors and AzaibaXI. Of course, a great game of cricket yet again. Azaiba 11 were looking as they could have chased that total down, but in the end, a disciplined bowling effort from Khuwair Warriors made sure that they win that game, and it was a matter of pride for Khuwair Warriors. Of course, their run in the tournament has come to an end, but they have made sure that they finish on a high. 155 was the target for Azaiba 11, which always looked to be a stiff challenge, especially considering the kind of batting form Azaiba 11 were in. Overall, said and done, I think Khuwair Warriors have done really well in that last game and are looking good in the next season as well. Joining me in the post-match presentation tonight, I've got a special guest with me. It is Vaishali Jaisrani, advisor to the board of directors of Oman Cricket, and she's got the player of the match memento in her hand. And this goes to yet another all-round performance from the man who's leading Khuwair Warriors all throughout with the bat, with the ball, none other than Amir Kaleem. Please come forward. 76 runs of 56 balls, 5 fours and 2 sixes, 4 overs, 31 runs and 2 wickets to his name as well. Thank you, Vaishali. Well done, Amir. And well done. Are you happy? Are you proud of your father?
Yes.
Well done. So, Amir, take us through the journey. And what do you think has gone well for Khuwair Warriors, and what do you think are the areas of improvement into the next season?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I would like to thank Almighty, and yes, we will finish this tournament on a high note. But if we can analyze Khuwair Warriors' performance, we are playing, I feel, good tournament. But some areas we are lacking for. If we are scoring good total, we are drop some catches, and we are not stick to the plan when we are defending the total. So we learn our mistakes, and we will work on what we are making mistake on the next season.
We are used to seeing you score runs for Khuwair Warriors. It has come in this game, but do you think that also is a point of concern, you not scoring runs for Khuwair Warriors?
It's not like that. If you can see all the power plays, I mean, how many matches we played, we finished, good power play, 40 plus in 1 or 2 matches, 50 plus, 1 wicket. So I feel after power play between 7 to 14 overs, we're playing we too many dots ball. So it cost us to finish high scoring total, and we will work on that.
We've enjoyed Khuwair Warriors all throughout, and you've got some really good mix of players. I hope that you continue the good form, and we hope to see you stronger in the next tournament as well. Well done.
Thank you very much. And yes, definitely, we are trying to give every young talent opportunity to perform themselves. As I said, always, I'm backing the youngsters. And yeah, this time also we are trying 2-3 youngsters. But the situation, we are not giving proper chance. We are looking forward to, staying in the semi-finals. But unfortunate. But yeah, whatever we have a youngster, we are trying to give coming matches as well.
All the best, Amir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was the player of the match, Amir Kaleem, for his all-round performance with the bat, with the ball, and it is always pleasing to see him perform out there in the middle. Well, that's it from the post-match presentation, but we've got one more game lined up for you, and this is also going to be an interesting game. The Asset Titans are going to take on the mighty Rui Rangers, the defending champions of the Oman D20 powered by Fancode. So stay tuned, make sure that you get onto that break, and when we are back, we'll be bringing you live scenes, so join us then.